Alan Turing's Imitation Game is one of the most famous thought experiments in the history of science. My name is George Daniel Thomas. Today I want to introduce what I am calling the 10th objection to it, one Turing never saw coming, called the Substrate Sufficiency Objection, or SSO. It asks a simple question: does the physical stuff that thinking is made of actually matter? Turing assumed it didn't. He was wrong to assume it. The SSO exposes a hidden premise buried inside the Turing test. Turing's whole argument only works if you already accept something called substrate independence. The idea that thinking is just a pattern of computation and the pattern can run on anything. He never argues for this. He just assumes it. The SSO's core claim is this: every confirmed case of thinking in history of the universe has come from one and only one kind of substrate, continuous biochemical process in biological tissue. That's it. That's the entire empirical record. This isn't saying mission definitely can't think. It's the burden of proof argument. If you want to claim a non-biological system can think, you need evidence. And right now the evidence does not exist. So why does the substrate matter so much? Because a human brain isn't a neural network running on biology. It's a product of 25 years of relentless biochemical construction. Neurons form at 250,000 per minute in a fetus, guided to the exact location by chemical gradients, where the thought process is not even started. The immune system microalgae physically prunes connections based on use. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for reasoning, doesn't finish melanating until around age of 25. Hormones during puberty literally rewire the cortex. Experience marks your DNA epigenetically, permanently altering the gene expression. And your gut bacteria are producing the neurotransmitters that shape your brain development. None of this is computation, it's construction. And no AI system has undergone anything remotely like this. This brings us to the SSO central argument, functionalism. The philosophical position underneath the Turing test says only the pattern matters, not the vehicle carrying it. The SSO rejects that. Here is a useful analogy. Perfectly simulating a storm in a computer doesn't make anything wet. Stimulating combustion produces no heat. And stimulating the biochemical process of a brain produces no thought. A stimulation represents a process, it never becomes the process. The SSO's conclusion is this: intelligence is not what brain does, it is what the entire biological system is. So can machines think? The SSO gives a careful answer, not a simple no. The Turing test only measures the conversational performance. It looks at the outputs and ignores the substrate entirely. But the substrate question is the most important question, and it's the one Turing never asked. The energy gap tells a story. A human brain built itself, prune itself, and maintain itself over 25 years, running on 20 watts. AI data centers burn a gigawatt to produce outputs that look similar but come from something categorically different. The SSO doesn't end this debate. It insists the debate hasn't honestly started yet.